So you've gotten to week 4. Welcome. I'm a little sunburned and uh, just been at the ball field all day. Exciting win today. Those of you that are into sports, my son who plays Ewing Little League Baseball won his game 11-10 in the bottom of the 5th inning today. So pretty exciting. Uh, Many of you actually gave up media for the day. I know that Justin gave up his movie schedule just in reading his blog post, and I know that Stephanie had a hard time uh, giving up her phone because it's with her all the time. Just a reminder that your blog posts are due. I guess there might have been some confusion because people were giving up media and getting a sense of their diary projects. Please make sure that you do post in your blog posts for week 3 because we are now entering week 4 officially. No later than tomorrow so that I can grade that. And I actually am up to date with all the grading. I finished the newspaper forums today, and I also finished up the blogs. So everything's up to date, and what you'll see uh, available as far as points go. Obviously, I haven't put all of the grades up there as far as the different projects, but blog post 4, which will be due at the end of this week on Saturday, as always. We have several things due this week. We have our movie and reception, audience reception theory forum post due Thursday, which is usually when our forums are due, and then a review of one other student post by Saturday. And you have your diary project, your media diary project, where you're going to synthesize and review the material that has been posted over the last week with everybody in the class keeping a log of their media use. Take a look at that. Answer the questions on the wiki. And the wiki post is set up for you for week 3. And that is where you will read through the material. Click on Media Wiki Post for the media log, media diary project on week 3. You'll take a look at all of the instructions that you'll use to complete the assignment. You'll notice on the bottom of that it actually tells you how to actually set up the wiki, and that is writing your name first and last name capital letter. So like if it was me, you'll see mine, Suzanne, capital S, Carbonaro, capital C, no space between the two, and it will set up the actual link. You'll take the question mark that's actually there and you'll post your material in there. And that's the synthesis of all of the questions and prompts that I've asked you, and of course a careful review and analysis of the information that the entire class put in, including your own. You're going to be looking at your own, and you're going to be drawing off of the usage of the rest of the class. Right, so that's that. Uh, that is due on Wednesday, and then your careful review of one other student's wiki post. So after everybody posts on Wednesday, you'll take a wiki post of another student, you'll take their link, you'll review what they've written, and then using the media forum that is in week 3, you'll use it as a forum post. This is so that we don't by accident erase some of the students' work that is put in the wiki. So you'll use the forum post, and I have that set up, and you'll see that it's set up, and you just type in your information like you've been doing all along with the forum posts. All right, now just to get up to date with you with the final project, I'm actually going to take a look at the syllabus here with you just to sort of check in and make sure everything's done. You should know that all of the groups have been set up already. I have that sheet or data, if you will, up on the top of the blog or the top of the Moodle page for the course. It'll say groups for final project. They're all set up. And then I think I also have it listed in week 2, because at this point you should have at least gotten in touch with your group members and opened up a Google Docs account. And I had put a tutorial up there and a screencast for you to take a look at to do that, because that's where you will collaborate and write your project. And that's for the final project. The diary project was something that you did individually and then just reviewed the work of the people in the class. But you're actually doing this final project together as a group. And so as I scroll down, and it's called the Issues in Mass Communication Paper and Presentation. So you're going to be doing both. It's worth 125 points. Again, I'm reading right off of the syllabus here. You're going to be using a couple of different things. Number one is an article that was in the New Yorker called Brain Candy by the author Malcolm Gladwell. He also wrote The Tipping Point and Blink, if you're familiar with those two texts. And then also the NPR podcast, which have set up the link for you to actually go to with the author of the book, Everything Bad is Good for You, Stephen Johnson. So you're going to take a look at those two things, and that's sort of the precursor to putting this all together. It's a 7 to 10 page discussion. It's completed in MLA format and must include 4 scholarly sources, 2 other sources, media, web-based, and then an interview with a group of professionals. Now, each person is going to conduct their own interview, within the group. So if there's 3 people in your group, each one of you will conduct an interview with somebody, a professional in any field who uses media and applies some of the concepts that we've discussed so far in this class. The interview should focus and support the topic you choose for your paper. This person that you interview should not be a family member. This should be somebody that essentially uses it as part of their lifestyle, either socially or professionally. So you'll actually include that, and you will also include the full transcript of this interview at the back end of your paper along with your citations. You'll also integrate a section of that interview within the paper. So each interview will have, I don't know, maybe a quote or some concept that that person offers in relationship to your paper. And your paper, essentially will be on one of these interests that we've sort of been looking at and is part of, sort of our everyday life. High definition television, the internet as an interactive and collaborative communication tool, digital entertainment, the iPhone, online gaming, and social media tools such as YouTube, Twitter, or Blogger. You'll know the focus after you've had a discussion with your peers and had a feel for what it is you want to do. And then what's going to happen is very similarly to what you have done. Phone ringing in the middle of this. Very similar to what you've done for your diary paper. You'll actually, use another wiki that I've set up for you, and you'll put the information in the wiki. This information will include an introduction to the paper and what you learned, along with the links to your PowerPoint or your presentation that you create completely on Google Docs, and your paper itself or the document itself. And that's essentially pretty much it. I just really wanted to kind of, reconnect with you, make sure everything was going well, let you see my face, sun-tanned, sunburned as you see it, and just make sure that everybody's on track. Any questions, of course, you will contact me at scarbonaro@rider.edu. Please keep in touch via email. Read your email. I do try and update you once or twice a week. And as I said, you're not bothering me by checking in with me. I really hope everything's going well. I am really impressed with what I'm seeing so far. The grades are really very, very, very good at this point, and I'm looking forward to reading your diary projects and hearing back from you regarding your final projects and any concerns that you may have.